It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Falcons and the Jets under the lights on Monday night.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter, it's Taylor Heinicke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heinicke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Heinicke. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Heinicke to throw it. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again, Heinicke on 2nd and 10. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. To the air again, Heinicke. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
The Falcons send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Rodgers. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 more yards there and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. On second down, a run with Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter, and he stopped immediately there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Heineke on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. On third down, Heineke sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Heineke. It's caught, it's Miller. Looking to throw again on second down. Heineke had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. Now Heineke sets up the screen to Robinson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now as the quarter.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This will be fielded at the 17. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 30 on second down, Heineke. And that is incomplete here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Heineke now. And this one is incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. Coming up on 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rodgers again now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On 3rd down, here's Hall. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Heineke. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level and quick, Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Heineke. Over the middle to Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Heineke. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Heineke got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Throwing. Heineke. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mac Hollins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have moved out in front. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And check down complete to Hall. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Taylor Heineke in the offense heading back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. On 2nd down, here's Heineke again. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Heineke from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, Bank at the 39-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Heineke to throw it. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 2nd down, here's an option right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Robinson up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
To throw is Heineke.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Heineke.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and they'll remain down by 2.
Boy, oh boy, how close were they to getting themselves a lead. That couldn't have missed by much. It definitely had the accuracy. It just sort of ran out of steam right at the end.
This offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out,
making his presence felt early in this one. 1st half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Calais Campbell on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is good. He just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because How many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. On 3rd down, Heineke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Straight ahead is Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 43 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hall again. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw is Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well,
I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Now Heineke.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Heineke's throw taken in by Miller. Heineke trying to get him up to the line quickly. Play action now. Here's Heineke.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Heineke again.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Heineke.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. From the 16, Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Wilson now off the bootleg. And this one too low. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Wilson. He'll drop this underneath to Carter. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Returnable here for Davis. And New York set to take the field. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive with a handoff to Carter. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. On 2nd down and 4. Wilson. Smith catches left side. First target, first catch at a 1st down. Wilson forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Wilson. Open man is Uzama. Fighting looking through, and he's got space. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Another tote for Carter.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Knight. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That'll be taken in by Darby.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Kaderl Hodge has it complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run with a rookie from BYU, Tyler Algier.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Johnson in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Ridder and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jermaine Johnson, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So on 4th down, Ridder heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that gets them back within 10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he returns this to the 22. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. They'll run with Carter. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Back to the ground with Carter.
Oh, he's got some. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Michael Carter.
44 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. You don't make the play. Make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just just kept right on going.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Atlanta regains possession of the football. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go play action with Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Wilson. He'll buy some time, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taking it about the 16.
The Falcons offense set to go. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll get this into the hands of Hodge.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A right side run with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll just get rid of it.
They're going to give it a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson rolling to his right. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. From the 39, Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's Mims. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Carter straight ahead. Oh, what a move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The 71 yards rushing here for Carter and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, right back to Carter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carter once more. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give up the middle to Carter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On 2nd and a yard, Wilson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
On third down, Wilson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Now Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Zerline's kick is up and through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
So out come the Falcons now. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd down, here's Patterson.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They needed a lot of yards there. They run it and come up just a little bit short.
Yeah, and give a lot of credit to the defense because they didn't back off and play so loose that there was room to run. They were right there and stopped it for no gain, even in a long yardage situation.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. To return is Taylor. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, open man is Uzama. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
On the counter, Carter.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Carter to start the drive to the 43, 2nd down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Carter.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's a give to Carter.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. A handoff for Carter.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's Carter.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.